Nu giver gårsdagens stafetmodtager, den herboende franske kunstner Colonel, stafetten videre til filosof og forfatter Aage Brandt. Med udgangspunkt i menneskemyldet i Københavns Lufthavn forsøger de sammen at finde meningen med livet.
My name is Thierry Geoffroy, Colonel. I live in Denmark. I am an artist interested in emergency art, showing art from today before it's too late. I believe we live in crisis and we have to do art that avoids some accident. I choose to meet with Aage Brandt and debate the meaning of life because Aage Brandt is one of the most clever person I know in Denmark. He's a philosopher. He's rewarded from the French Academy of Philosophy. He's an expert in cognitive science. He knows about intelligence, about the mechanism of the brain. He's also an artist, a musician, a poet. And the strange thing is that he lives in France when I am living here. So I'm happy to welcome Aage Brandt in the airport in Copenhagen. And we will debate the meaning of life. And actually, I think we will have a strong moment because I think Aage Brandt has been thinking about these topics for a lot of time in his life. Je vais doubler.
Oui, tout à fait.
Bonjour Pierrot, on se serre la main, on s'embrasse ou rien du tout?
On s'embrasse.
On fait de la philosophie.
Oui, oui, pour faire de la philosophie, il faut du contact d'abord.
Yeah.
N'est-ce pas?
Bienvenue. Merci d'être venu.
Bienvenue. Oui, welcome to Copenhagen Airport, Lufthavn.
You too? You have a good trip or it was crowded? Or?
It was crowded and good.
I thought I will be in time to get you down, so I made a sign to get you outside.
Okay.
Welcome, Aage Brandt, you know, because normally it's a tradition when people arrive, they are welcome with Danish flags, but I didn't know about this.
No,
so I write, welcome, Aage Brandt. Then it's a Google picture from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And then I write, take care, Père, take care.
I thought you would write delay, decay.
No, this is a spectacle. Retard. We are not in retard, we're in time. So we have to know that we are not alone. People are filming.
Yes, absolutely. And it's in the tradition of your art performances.
Yes.
Also. Yeah. You know, I chose airports.
Yes. I'm filming to be sure that I have everything because, you know, if it's edited, I want everything you say, you know, it's so precious to me. So I want to be sure to have everything. So I will be filming as well.
Okay. So that's Crossfire. This is an airport. And imagine the universe of which our planet is a part as a chaotic ensemble of events like this. Now this planet is covered with a network of airports, harbors, train stations. But if you look upon what's happening in the details here, it looks like what we are doing here, for example, dialogue. So there are two people talking to each other in some language. Now, and then there are a neighboring group that's not talking to the first one, and it's silent in a different language probably. And there are different generations. Some are talking fast, some are talking slow, some are not talking at all. And all have deadlines.
Yes.
So they some are nervous because they are getting delayed, for example. Is there a system in this? Well, I think there are subsystems, and if you think of this as a sort of allegory of what's going on in the huge semiospheric coverage of the planet Earth, you could say, well, there are subcultures within the big civilization, and it would be possible, at least if we had a possibility to take a look upon the global culture of the planet Earth, to see that there are zones of density, high density, and in those zones, subzones of high density, like countries. And in countries you have again subcultures. But a country is interesting because it has social structure of production and so on. So there you have something we don't see here, namely a hierarchy of structures going from very fast communications like economy, and a little bit slower communication like those we do in exchanges in politics, then administration, which is known to be slow, too slow, which means we wanted to speed up. Then we have education, slower, and then we have very slow processes like religion and art. So in some sense, I feel that if I were to be part of a hierarchy like that, I would be on the slow end. And so would you, I think, because you're in strongly mediated communication, but you're also an artist. And it takes slow thinking to be an artist, but it takes fast actions to do performances.
Yes.
But you are slower than an economist, for example.
Yes.
I mean, to do for Wall Street work, you have to be very fast on the trigger in order to gain.
Yeah, you have to feel ready to give birth.
Yeah.
But when you look at these people, I have one question before. It's that these people, don't you think they have in common, these people that in a way you portray a bit as different from each other in different categories, don't they have in common that they are all destroying the planet by being here?
If they could take a train instead of taking an airplane, they would destroy the planet less. Now, in order for them to go from here to Paris, for example, well, they would have to pay the double or the triple, and it would take 20 hours and they would be in Paris.
Yes.
Now they can be in Paris in 2 hours and it costs nothing. But it costs the planet a lot.
Yes. So they are criminals?
Well, we could say that if there were a sort of a right of the earth, I know a philosopher who said there should be a sort of juridical system for the planet.
Yes.
Because it's a subject, it can be hurt.
Yes.
And we can say it can be angry. So we have volcanoes expressing and especially we have very bad weather and temperature changes that are expressions of the mood of the planet.
Yes.
And of course, if it gets hurt, we should set up trials and declare that it's a bad thing and it's a criminal act to damage the planet. I mean, I can understand that there are planetary ecological problems, have nothing specifically to do with me, unless I remember that I'm littering the planet by existing. And then I would say, what's the meaning of me being here? It's a sort of way to approach the question of the meaning of life. What's the meaning of an individual in the first person, me, being here? Why am I here? Why are you here? Well, we could not be here and the system would be happy.
But I found now, the more we talk, and that the position you choose to be on this bridge, it's a very arrogant position we have now. There is a distance between them and us that makes us look at them as not part of us.
Well, I mean,
this is my feeling. Yeah, you have been one. You have been one of them. Yeah, it's true. And I also have been one of the criminals.
And what about these two lovely girls? Are they arrogant? They are just.
In a way, yeah. I think so too.
I think they are just contemplative.
Oh.
I mean, you contemplate. Something like you meditate deeply. The thing that's arrogant for us right now, you are right, is that we are not in a hurry.
This is part of our task. I will say it's a very difficult task because the whole idea of having a resume in a one page, I found it almost impossible. But I'm sure with your help, it will be more easy. But personally, I failed last time. It was.
Okay.
I think it was so difficult. I failed.
Failure is better than success.
It's true. Yeah. So. I don't know if we do it in a Dadaist way or if we expect to find a solution. But I think this picture go at the end.
Yeah.
Or you want to take one already, yeah?
Can you touch the behind of the lady there? Discreetly caress the ladies behind.
Both of them at the same time? But they will show that on TV. But then I think you are very, very tough with me.
Well,
Now you are starting very fast.
well, I'll slow down. Now, since I have the immense privilege to choose places, I would like to invite you out to the aquarium, which is now called the Blue Planet. I wanted something like the opposite of this. This is crowded, and the aquarium is a completely different place. The fish are not going anywhere. So I would like for us to discover this place together.
Okay, I'm looking forward. So how do we get there? No, it's not true.
They go to the place facing out the waiting.
This aquarium, how are we going to go there? So we can be free, or we talking to... No, sorry. I read into a newspaper that in Denmark, people can choose if they want a Danish driver or if they don't want an immigrant, they can ask for a Danish driver. Is it true? Or? You know, there is some people, they don't want to be driven by immigrant. So they say, send me a white, or I have a chauffeur. Is it true?
Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah.
So there is code words for that? What is the sentence? They say, I have a chauffeur. No, jeg kommer med hund, eller? What is the exact code?
People call the central and ask for the driver.
They ask for a driver. So they say, jeg vil gerne en dansk, eller send en dansk, eller?
Yeah.
Okay. And is many people do that, or?
No.
No, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Nobody complain about that. So.
No.
Nobody say, oh, you cannot speak like that. Thank you very much. Have you been there before?
No.
Okay. Me neither. The Polaroid. Yeah, I lose. Thank you, Per. It's my opgave, you know. They should not employ me. It's a great one, actually, yeah? I'm really... and the
Black and white?
Yeah, but the problem, my family is watching this TV program.
Right, that's...
And then you are I mean, you push me to do things, and then it's going to be peely.
It's very different from the old aquarium.
Yeah, I used to like it. The Blue Planet, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like... So it's
like artwork.
And he thought about it. Look at these marvelous creatures. Hey. And again, you would wonder what the architect had in mind when he colored them like this.
Yeah, it's like a joke, yeah?
What's the meaning of fish life?
Yes.
Well, I mean, is there someone applauding the beauty?
Of course. But I think people see this fish like they see fireworks. They say, oh, the blue, oh, the red.
Yeah. Maybe it's a sort of sign system for intra-species recognition. So they want to see where their colleagues are. And also, don't eat your colleagues.
But they do eat their colleagues here, no?
Some of them, but I think it's more interspecies.
Yes, they don't.
I mean, fish might be racist also.
Yes.
I mean, you could compare this to what we just saw in the
airport.
In the airport from upstairs. Now we are horizontally connected. You were.
To be honest, I don't feel arrogant here.
You see, because it's better to have it horizontally.
Yeah, I don't have this feeling at all. I feel more contemplative. I didn't have this contemplation effect in the airport, to be honest. But here I could easily work. Yeah, I could be contemplative.
So you could see this as a sort of summary of the planet, and we would be the fish, but there wouldn't be us standing outside looking at the fish, of course.
Yeah, all exhibitionists.
We have to make that planet stay habitable. Because if we pollute this water, for example, the cultures would disappear. See, here's the favorite one, the vertical fish.
Yeah, you picked up this one because he's
vertical.
He's vertical.
Yeah,
So what you did is you select one that you had sympathy for him, or you start
Absolutely.
to look at him, or it's a bit like a normal. It's like falling in love with somebody. You can fall in love with a fish.
Well, he has a dancing style
Yes.
that is irresistible and very different from the others.
Project. I am also, you know, Per. I'm also double filming this. So I'm sure we have everything. I will put just the camera here. Takes 1 minute.
What a scenario.
Actually, it's a good space as well.
Oh yeah, it's really, to have this feeling. I mean, there are two ways you can see that. Think aquarium, closed world,
Yes.
or think have an oceanic feeling.
Here you do.
I mean, here you
Yes.
you can do that since you see things from below.
Yes.
First we saw them from above, then horizontal. Now it's horizontal from below almost, right?
Yeah, I feel a bit rund also. Actually, you can start. I have to do something because I mean I cannot drink this glass. You know, I don't deserve this glass. If you understand what we say before, you know, it's like, you know, to have a glass like we do now and being comfortable. I don't feel I deserve that now.
How would you deserve a glass?
I deserve if I put a small expression and let's say I misuse the fact we have filmed.
That's good. You have to negativize the glass.
Not too negative. I have to. I have to work to deserve this TV moment or being with you. I have to work. So let's say I can do it only if I put that on.
So what does it say?
It's something I found yesterday in Roskilde Festival. I tell you. It's called What Makes People Accepting Without Questioning. And yesterday I found that in Roskilde Festival I found this is a bracelet, like your watch, where media people can only buy food and drinks if they buy this bracelet. And this bracelet is an electronic bracelet, where they have your bank account and where they have your email. So which means all the media people in Roskilde Festival now go with bracelet, where with a computer you can know every time where they are, who they are.
What people call big data now.
Yes, but the fact that, you know, the media people are into this experiment because it is an experiment still, and no one has been complaining. In a moment where people speak about privacy, about what you speak with the airport, where it's an issue that the whole Danish media are going around being tagged like Julian Assange, finding where they are. Honestly, has shocked me.
When I see this, I have to identify with being one of these nice fishes. But I'm also sitting outside, and that's exactly how our consciousness works.
Yes.
Our consciousness is a spectator, which is widely out of our bodies, and it's sitting somewhere high or low, looking at us, maybe from under the table sometimes. And then, on the other hand, we are in our bodies also, swimming around in that body and can't get out. That double condition is uncanny, but and maybe we will never get used to it, but that's the condition of the meaning of life. Well, the meaning of life,
just to talk
meaning
about
of our life is, of course, to understand how we can both be in it and out of it. We can both be alive as living beings in the world, and we can be in our bodies and face to face and body to body, etc., like the fish. These two things that are the problem for the meaning of life, because it's like a contradiction. We are in and out of our bodies, so there are two meanings. There are a meaning for the general system and a meaning for the embodied system.
Yes.
The embodied system fights with time, and the global system fights with simple surviving of the living. which is why we started on the theme of ecology, global ecology.
Now we are killing the planet. Do we deserve?
Right.
Do we deserve to live still? Or?
Well, no, we
To come back to the party, you know,
Yeah.
do we deserve to enjoy, to be with what we are doing?
We can't not do it, so we'll better just confess.
Confess.
I mean, your religion has that term. So I would say we have to confess that we are doing happiness and joy, and we are able to cut off the stress and enjoy each other. I think the punishment is, back to the other perspective, to try to understand what's going on in the world and trying to be critical where it can change things.
But when people get this bracelet and are not critical, I'm very pessimist about the criticality of, in general, because if people start to accept anything with any condition because, you know, they don't ask anymore, then
Right.
it's not very optimistic.
Then they should...
And they still party, so the confession part has disappeared.
Right, because they don't
so
know there's
the
a
crime
problem.
happened, but the confession is not there anymore because they party, they do the crime and then they party after. You know.
Well, I think what you have to do in that example is to try to find out more about why they are accepting this.
Yes.
And it's about finding out how we analyze the world, how we see the world, what it is that's wrong with it. I mean, these bracelets have been invented by our fellow humans.
Yes.
Probably because they are, they think it has a meaning, as people say. It definitely is not part of my meaning of life to be controlled.
And we are so spoiled that people study what we prefer. You know,
Yeah.
it's not anymore what we need. They this one is like a joke.
Oh, my.
This one is a joke.
What a beauty. Have you seen anything like that?
Actually, I take my glasses. But to be honest, I have a problem to be with you and to be with them at the same time. It's very difficult for me.
Yeah.
So it's a diversion, you know? It's like what we are talking also. I mean, we don't see things because we are diverted by things. And you are diverting me from the fish. I don't see them because I see you. I have difficulty to see both.
Here's Balladur,
Yeah,
French politician, classic style.
yeah.
The top point of meaning for me
Yes.
is what you call data,
Yes,
meaninglessness in the semantic sense.
Yes.
If we can see if we manage to formulate something that definitely does not make any possible sense.
Yes, you're
that
right.
would be the top of the meaning.
Yes.
Of the meaning.
yes,
The meaning of the meaning is
Yes.
nonsense. And that's where the whole thing goes.
yes,
I learned that from Bataille,
Yes.
who says to be meaningful is to serve something. But if you serve something that serves something that serves something, it ends somewhere. It ends in data.
yes. But how can we have data when we have an opgeo and, you know, and...
Well, because when it's fulfilled, it ends in pure presence,
Yes.
which is the high level of meaninglessness. There is a low level, which is just sadness and destruction, and then there is high meaninglessness, which is simply presence.
I mean, this meaning of life for me, it's just a conversation. It's not a question I have been thinking a lot before, like that. As a teenager, yes. But I mean, now it's an alibi to talk about this, but it's not a fake thing, but it's an alibi to be together. It's an excuse to be together. But I don't know if I can take that. How do we do a picture apéro?
Maybe the bridge between the personal existential version
Yes.
of the question and the political question about where civilization is going is that it's about a living planet, and we have to get closer to other living
To
organisms. Yeah. What makes people accepting?
Without questioning. They just get it. They don't ask a question.
Well,
Suddenly, it's like that.
Could you photograph that with the fish in the background?
I can, but do you think it's a good conclusion, Pero?
Yeah, because the fish are the answer.
And if the fish, what makes people accept him without questioning?
Well,
Yeah, they don't have a choice.
Exactly.
Only the fish, or you see your hand.
Complicated lighting, huh?
It's a good lighting, but it's true they don't have a choice. It's true they cannot question. It's true they cannot question.
Well, I mean, we haven't checked out.
We don't know.
Fish.
We don't know. We don't know.
But it's comparable because we are just living beings.
Yeah, but you like the idea that fish and people are the same. For you, it's the same. You know, people in the airport, the fish in the aquarium. You don't see
Cats and dogs and
Professor Perrault,
birds and others.
the whole.
Yeah.
Oh, my photo is a catastrophe. I used to be a photographer. You are the boss.
Yeah, let's try once more.
Yeah, or you take it, you are smarter.
I am not smarter.
No, but you are an artist.
And you say I'm going to decenter it a little bit.
It's a twisted fake reality. Actually, you did quite well.
Yes.
He looks it's a bit happy new, yeah.
Right. Well, if we could see the fish, it would be good.
It's true, yeah. Should I serve you again, Perrault, or?
Yes, please. Well, I propose something like a fish dialogue.
A fish dialogue? A fish dialogue is good, then. Yeah, fish dialogue.
That's it, exactly. Oh, yeah, well, can you do that again? Yeah, do like a fish.
It was good, the conversation with the taxi driver, no?
Absolutely.
You were shocked, eh, that it was true, this story.
Yeah, I was.
You didn't believe
surprised.
it was true.
Absolutely.
And he said, he accepted, huh?
Yeah.
You look a bit like Guy Debord. Thank you, Perrault. It's just a start of a long friendship we already start. It's a continuation.
In presence.
So actually, now I think we have discovered that it is an interesting subject. We started a little skeptical about the cliché aspect of the subject, but actually it is a good subject to go further, maybe at some point.
Yes, I think now things begin.
Yes. So thank you. It's a good part one.
Part one. First chapter.
Thank you, Perrault.
Thank you.